Hey, what's going on? What's up, y'all? Hey, it's your boy, Jay on the Segway. Look, welcome to the channel. This video today, we're gonna talk about the Insta360 AcePro and Skinz. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's talk skins in this video. Now, do you need skins? No. Why did I get skin, or why did I get a skin for my camera? Because I wanted to personalize it. I didn't want it looking like everybody else's camera on YouTube, so I went on ahead and bought me a skin. And gosh, it's a tedious process, but it could be worth it depending on what you guys want your camera, you want out of your camera. What do you want from your camera? If you want to make it, if you like personalizing things, this is the way to go. This is not a sponsored video, just so you guys know, and I did get this from AliExpress. You may be able to buy these now on Amazon. I actually bought this before when this camera was like when it was first released. So these were things that was on AliExpress. I went on ahead and ordered it. I had it for a while. I just didn't put the video out because, you know, putting vinyl skins like this on your camera is tricky. Now this thing looks horrendous in person, but on camera it probably looks pretty decent, right? But do you need a skin? No. If you want to personalize your camera, why not, right? Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you guys my application process. This is not a video of me telling you how to do it. This is just showing you guys the stuff that I went through while applying the actual skin on this camera. Now, something I'm going to tell you guys, couple of things you guys are going to need, right? That's your fingers, as dry as possible, okay? And I don't mean go get powder and put powder on your fingers, because now you're going to mess with the adhesion of the actual stickers of this vinyl when you try to put it on your camera. Wash your hands very good. Dishwashing soap works fine. Any kind of soap that does not have any doesn't have any like moisturizers like aloe vera or anything like that in it. Make sure you just use a basic soap with no moisturizers in it, because you want your hands to be as dry as possible while applying this, okay? If it's cold outside, stand outside. Your hands will get cold and dry, and that's perfect time to actually try to apply the vinyl on your camera. Now, another thing you're going to need is something like a paper clip, because this thing right here, if you look at the camera carefully, there's 4 microphones on this thing, right? You're going to have this one in the front, you're going to have one on top of the camera, and then just below the power button, you're going to have one right here. And then if you look at the belly of the camera, you're gonna have one down here on the opposite side of where your actual speaker is. So you have 4 microphones on this camera that you need to pay attention to. When you're applying the skin, the best way to get to the holes, or to find the holes, because they are here, certain vinyls like this camouflage is a little bit harder, it makes it a little harder to see the holes, but that's where the paper clip comes in. You will take the paper clip and on the inside of the tape. So before you put the tape on the actual camera, or the vinyl, whatever you want to call this, the skin, before you apply it to the actual camera, once you've identified what skin part goes on where on the camera, you look for the hole on the inside of the sticker and you poke that hole with the paper clip. And then you will get your microphone hole. As you guys can see, that hole was exposed before I actually put the vinyl on the camera. I poked it with this little paper clip, plucked the rest of the little tape for the hole out, and then boom, we're good to go. This was very tedious. These are something, if you want your camera to look perfect, you have to take your time. It is going to get tedious at points. Do not rush it through. I didn't necessarily rush it through. I just got tired of trying to be meticulous about this, and I just said, screw it, we're just gonna get it on, make a video. This camera looks really good. I mean, you can see the flaws up close in person, but from a distance it looks pretty good. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. If you like personalizing your stuff, why wouldn't you recommend it? Now, quick reminder, before we get to the part of the video, I'm going to show you guys all kinds of craziness about trying to get this vinyl on, right? Try to make that as quick as possible, by the way. A couple things that I need to recommend to you guys, because it's not part of this video, but it's going to be part of this video. get you some batteries. If you guys have this camera on order, for example, and you haven't gotten it yet, go on ahead and get on Insta360's website and get you some batteries. There are third-party batteries now online that you can buy. They have a little bit more capacity. Buy at your own risk. I didn't do it. I just piled up on Insta360 batteries when I first got the camera, because I was like, well, if this thing has AI and it's got this powerful chip, it's probably going to run through the battery, and this thing probably has the battery life about the same as a GoPro. So if you guys use GoPros, yeah, you're going to need more batteries for this like you do with your GoPros, and I would imagine over time it'll use the battery a little faster. Another thing is, you see I have the quick release on the bottom, works perfectly fine. You guys see the bottom, looks good, right? Doesn't interfere. The quick release doesn't interfere. The original magnetic mic mount that this thing comes with, it clicks on fine as well, no problem. The only reason why I don't like this is because if you're not careful, if you're not careful, you know, it'll just come out. Now, the more you use the original clip, the easier it clicks in. But when you click it, you got to hear this click. You're waiting for this click sound, and you may not hear it. Look how much pressure I'm applying to get this thing to just freaking clip in. It's still not in. You guys, I'm not weak, all right? I think I am. Okay, so this is why I do not use the Insta360's mount that comes with the actual camera. I don't even. Okay. This quick release mount right here, this is the one you want. Now, Magicin, in case you guys don't want to get it from, you know, Insta360, maybe it costs a lot. Magicin and Small Rig, at the time I recorded this video, actually makes magnetic, you know, quick releases for the Insta360, the AcePro. Yeah, I said that right. Okay, so the only reason why I'm going to recommend getting Insta360s is because theirs have a design where you can use the cold shoe mount that Insta360 offers. The cold shoe mount, it by design, will clip into this. Now, whether you use that or not is up to you guys. What I did is I went on ahead and went on AliExpress once again and got the Magicin case, or cage rather, okay? And that's what you guys need to be careful about, putting this thing in the cage with the vinyl on, because there are small pressure points along the cage that you have to be careful of while while sliding the camera inside. So I'm going to do this very carefully, okay? And one of the pressure points is on the bottom here. You see it on the bottom, right in this little corner where it slides in. You see that? How it pushes the vinyl out. Oh, there you go. How it pushed the vinyl out of the way. So you got to be careful about that when applying the cage. Now, my camera is going to basically live in this cage. I'm probably not going to take it out. So personally, I don't care about that little corner because you're not going to see it. You can see? Do you see it? Maybe you do, but you got to be real petty. And so for me, this is my aesthetically pleasing modification. This is for me. This is not for anybody else. I just want to see my camera look like this, okay? Camouflaged in my background, actually, kind of, sort of. And here's the quick release. Everything works fine as far as with the cage. You see the quick release, it's in the cage, it works perfectly fine. You get a cold shoe mount on the top, and you get one, a sort of like a half one on the side, but it still works as a cold shoe mount. You just got to be a little tactical while applying whatever you're going to mount to the side, access to everything, the doors. How does it look with the door off? Okay, you guys see, you can take the actual USB-C / SD card door off. That's how it looks. It's totally fine. Okay, you can obviously snap it back in. I don't think you can remove the battery door. Maybe you can, but I've tried it and it looked like it was too much resistance, so I didn't bother. But anyways, let's get to the part of the video. I'm gonna like quickly show you guys what I was going through while putting this vinyl on. All you're basically doing is matching up the vinyl pieces with where you think it goes. I literally just winged it. I didn't have a video to look at while applying this. I just was looking at the tape, looked at the camera, and that's how I figured out which, where each tape goes. So without further ado, check that out, and then we'll close this out real quick. Okay, so in case you guys didn't know, you're gonna have the wet ones and you're gonna have the dry ones. All right, that's what she said. You're gonna wipe the body everywhere, all on the sides. Try not to get the lens. The screen's probably fine. You want to get the button, because I think one of these stickers are for the button. Get around the edges everywhere, basically where you think the vinyl is going to stick. You want to go on ahead and wipe that up real good. Okay, these are alcohol pads, and they're going to clean all the oil off the surface to make sure that the camera will confirm with sticking. Now, technically, these wipes, alcohol wipes are going to dry up within like a minute after using them, because that's what alcohol does. But we're going to dry it off anyway, because these towels are going to suck up any dust as well, not just dry off the alcohol. So now, the easiest part to recognize, if you take the camera and lay it on its belly, for me, that is the easiest part to recognize, is this part right here versus the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, you can line it up. You can see the holes are going to match up just fine. You want to make sure, and this is a little tricky, guys, because I'm noticing this little empty spot right here, I'm assuming should go for this, right, which is the speaker. But what about that microphone? I don't see a cutout for the microphone. So that may be something you guys have to do with a pen or pencil or pen, or but you might want to use something to poke for that hole. And if you're going to do so, be very careful not to poke whatever you're using inside the hole, because you could damage the microphone. So I'm going to peel this out, and you see, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test fit the actual quick release mount. I'm going to connect it and see what happens. Okay, so we're good. We have connection and it's all good. Comes out no problem. So once you get the entire camera set up and done and installed, you guys can apply heat with a heat gun, a blow dryer, whatever you want to use. I would tell you a hair dryer, and it should be good to go. Battery door, this guy. This whole little thing here is going to go around the screen here, or the display rather. If you guys remember, this part right here, if I remember, covers up the bottom here, right? So this edge right here, I can assume will go over here on the front part. You guys can't see it. This right here is definitely going right here. That's definitely going over the Insta360 AcePro logo. We had one right up under this power button, right? So I'm gonna go on ahead and hatefully start peeling from the bottom here. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's the video. If you like the video, hit the like, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will answer it in the comments below. There probably isn't many questions to be asked with this. This is, you guys want to know how it lines up. You've seen how the lines are with my application. If you guys apply vinyl to cars, motorcycles, if you're a vinyl person or a window tint person, this is probably going to be easy for you. Like I'm trying to tell you right now, after you get it perfectly set up the way you want it, go on and take a hair dryer and apply just that little bit of heat to it and press on the corners and just press it everywhere to make sure that it sticks right. But make sure you have the vinyl on the way you need it, the proper way, with all your lines and everything set up right before you do that. That way you're not applying heat, and then it's going to really be hard to kind of like redo something, you know, in case you messed up a hole or something didn't line up right. But get it lined up right, get everything kind of pressed on pretty decent, and then apply the heat to it, and you should be good to go. All right. That's all I got, man. Jay on the Segway. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, type it in the comments below. If you guys, you know, maybe you need to share this video in the comment section somewhere, on a post, on a forum somewhere. Someone wants to know how the vinyl looks. I'm gonna, you know, I already showed you guys the detailed little clips on how it looks up close, and you know, opening the doors and all that kind of stuff, and how the tape behaves when you open up the, you know, the screen and everything like that. But that's all I got, guys. All right, Jay on the Segway. Thanks for watching. Stick around. I have more videos coming with this camera and other cameras. Damn, these doors are hard to open sometimes. Fingers are cold. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace and bottle hair grease.